What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. I appreciate you guys so very much. If you're hearing the acoustics, that means that I'm someplace special, darlings. Yes, and I am at my second home, I will say, because I'm here at least once a week. City Winery ATL, and I'm sitting right across from one of my favorite people in the entire universe, William Faber. All right, GM, General Manager, City Winery ATL. William, how are you today?
Absolutely fabulous. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. I'm stuffing myself. We're getting a little drink in the system here. But William, City Winery ATL is absolutely amazing. I love it every time I come. I have a great experience. I'm one of those that if I have a good experience, I'll talk about it. If I have a bad experience, I may talk about it also. But let's talk about a little bit about City Winery, the brand itself. Where did it come from?
Absolutely. So it came from New York. Our owner and founder, Michael Dorf, was the owner of the Knitting Factory, which is a famous music venue in New York for a long, long time. He wanted to branch out into the wine business. So he wanted to merge his two favorite things, wine and music. Yeah. So a little over 10 years ago, he opened up the first City Winery in New York, in the Soho area, and he brought together his two favorite things, wine and music. So we're intimate music setting, fully functional urban winery, restaurant, private event space, kind of the whole package.
A little bit of everything. I said there's no space, there's no venue in Atlanta like City Winery.
Not at all.
There's none. They can try to compare themselves, they can try to put it out there, but nobody's touching you guys in any aspect. So I want to ask, when did Atlanta open? When did City Winery ATL?
We opened in June of 2016, so we're just over our 2-year mark.
Yeah, and you guys are doing pretty awesome.
We're doing very well.
Doing really awesome now. In that opening mark, what were some of the challenges that you guys were facing?
Sure. We're in Ponce City Market, so there was a lot of challenges converting it from Old City Hall, Sears building, into functional living space, working space, restaurant space. So a lot of challenges in construction and build out. So we were delayed about 6 months when we opened. So that was a big challenge for us, is just opening up and pushing back, and having shows that were already booked and having to move those. And so that was the biggest challenge.
Awesome. And to see where you guys are now is absolutely phenomenal. So kudos to you on that. So I just wanted to ask, as far as the different events that you guys host, I know people do their weddings here, specialty events, musicians and things come through. What can people look forward to this coming fall? Because I know that the lineup changes and you guys have all different things going on.
Sure. We've got some great music acts coming up, along with some really cool food stuff we're doing. We've got a special program we're doing called Tomato and Vine, which is a pairing of tomatoes and our City Wine house-made wine, a different pairing each week. We've got some great shows coming up. We just had Angie Stone, Mickey Howard the last week. We've got...
you got John B. coming up.
We do. Had Q Parker last week. So some really good stuff coming up. Some stuff we're getting ready to announce as well. So just a really nice variety and array of different music.
Yes, and I can't talk about City Winery without talking about the amazing food. Shout out to Chef Nick, because he's always throwing down in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
How did that pairing come to be?
Yeah, so I've been looking at Nick for a long time. He's got a lot of fine dining background, so we finally landed him after much searching. And one thing for Nick that we really like is support of the local community and really using local farmers and local ranchers as much as possible. So it really pairs well with our wines. We're about 45% of our grapes come from Georgia, so we really like to support local. And I think right now we're at 17 different farms and ranches that we use for the different products we have in house. So we really his focus on the food is really vegetables first, and then proteins coming later, the main part coming later. So he really wants to let the stuff in the ground shine and kind of add to it.
Well, he's doing a phenomenal job, because every time I come and I try different items, and sometimes I go back to my favorites. Yep. We all have our favorites, but going back to those same items that I absolutely love, it's great every time. And I can't tell you how many events I've been to, but he was at one event where he was talking about how you guys resource everything and how nothing is wasted, and that is so important with the world that we're living in today, with all kind of pollution and things going on. The fact that you guys recycle everything, and even the flatbreads.
Yes.
That is absolutely amazing. Whose idea was that to help to recycle those things?
Yeah, so Michael Dorf, our owner and CEO, is very much into conservation and going green as much as possible. So we don't do bottled water in house. We do just regular water, so we're not throwing away plastic bottles. We try to keg as much wine as possible and serve it on tap, so we're conserving that way. We are using the wine lees in our flatbread, which is great. We're using a lot of our wine in different dishes, so we're trying to use and cross-utilize. Even on our proteins, we'll bring in a whole half a hog and actually break down the whole thing and use all the parts as much as possible. So we try to utilize as much as we possibly can.
Yeah, and just keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And you found another gemstone with Travis Green. Travis is amazing and so knowledgeable, and when you ask him questions, he just lights up like a Christmas tree. Yes. I love it. And he was talking about that a little bit, but I want to hear from you. How was that connection made as well? Because there's tons of people that you guys could have picked to be your lead, winemaker.
One thing I'm very good at is finding good talent and surrounding myself, because I'm not very bright myself. So I try to surround myself with the best talent as possible. So again, we've been looking for Travis for a really long time. He's a second-generation winemaker. His family had Habersham Winery in Hiawassee, and his parents just retired, so they actually sold it last week. So it was a really good fit for Travis to bring him in. He knows a lot of the local winemakers, a lot of the producers with the grapes and with the laws and everything. So we brought Travis in, and it's been a really, really good fit for us, and he understands again about being in Georgia and sourcing locally, and has that great history with his family.
Yeah, well, definitely.
And he's very kind.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
and the team. just all of the staff. Everybody is amazing. I met Faith.
Yes,
Faith is probably she's a female winemaker.
She's Travis's assistant winemaker.
Yes. And she made an amazing Chardonnay that we enjoyed, and we sat and we sipped through it the night.
Yeah.
And really enjoyed that. So Faith is awesome. But like I said, just the experience being here, and there's so many hidden gems. I almost got lost a couple of times because I was supposed to be one place, and I was like, oh, you're supposed to be in the other spot. Everything is just so spread out. Was that really, I guess, you guys trying to reconfigure from the whole Sears rollback thing and trying to figure everything out, because there's so many hidden rooms?
Sure. Yeah, we were given a building that was already here, and we had to kind of adapt to what was here.
Gotcha.
So we tried to utilize it and really make it 4 different businesses in one. So to appeal to a lot of different people. We're actually sitting right now in our speakeasy style pub, ABV, which is more of a local industry bar. We've got our private event space, our venue space, our winery, our restaurant, our patio. So you could come in 4 nights a week and experience 4 different things and not go to the same space.
Exactly. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce. All right, last but certainly not least, why do people need to come out to City Winery, ATL? Now, I know that, City Winery is spread out. They're in Nashville, New York, and other places and such. But why is ATL so important?
Sure. I think it goes back to the local thing. We support a lot of local artists, and that's very, very important. It's kind of tying with the local wine, the local food. Mm-hmm. We really, really try to embrace the community we're in and work. If it's not a big name act, we try to bring in local talent as openers and really try to showcase. We do a lot with the local music schools. To try to drive as much local as possible. So it's very, very important to the senior management team here to not only support local in food and wine, but also in supporting our local talent.
Gotcha. Now, William, if people need to get in contact with you to book an event or book an artist or whatever the case is, or they just want to come through and actually experience City Winery,
sure.
Where do they need to go? Who do they need to call?
Sure. citywinery.com/Atlanta is our website. I will give you my personal email address.
Exclusive.
For the VIPs.
Of Ash Said It.
Ash Said It. My email address, if you need anything, I can help you out with anything and pass you along to the right person. Again, my name is William Baber, WILLIAM, B as in boy, at citywinery.com.
Sounds like a plan, William. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you so much.
I definitely appreciate that. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for all of your love and support. Makes a huge, huge difference. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. I'll talk to you guys later.